you're probably thinking, why is this right there important? Well, that's going to be the important question today that we're going to answer. I know you're probably thinking that's a really dumb thing to make a video on, but I promise you by the end of the video, you're going to think otherwise. Now, in a fight, you've probably gotten stuck in this situation. Now, freeze. So what you just saw here is probably what you would consider a quote-unquote normal encounter in Apex Legends, of course landing a lot more shots. But you're in the scenario where you have to switch between your sidearm, which is going to be your close range, and your main weapon, which may be a poke weapon. Now, you're probably asking the question, what if I run an SMG with a shotgun? Well, even then, you may be put in a similar situation where you pretty much dump the ammo out of both guns. Now, you're probably asking, as we freeze in place with my bullets lowered a bit more, what do you do? Do you go back to A, to your stronger sidearm, B, use movement, C, reposition behind cover, or D, call for assistance and focus fire prior? Now, if you answered any one of these specifically, there is not actually a specific answer that goes with this. The reason why is that you can go back to your stronger sidearm, but in that moment, you're going to have to reload. This is probably the best moment to use movement because you can reload and then fatigue wall bounce and get right back into the encounter. If you choose to, you can back up and reposition and go behind cover. Now, the other one as well is that if you are in a firefight, one of the most biggest mistakes that individuals make is not only do they shake, like you're seeing Horizon do there. Anita, why are you shaking?
For fun.
For fun. I mean, we all shake when we're in game, but to be honest is that they freeze and they don't communicate. You see them hard shooting, you know shots are going out, but nobody is saying a single word and focus firing and how much damage they've done and what's going on. So all of these things are viable options, but I also encourage you, if you are in this fight, not only do you focus on your reloads and what you can do in between a reload, but you also communicate to your teammates if you need to reload, if you need to reposition, if you're stuck, if you need help, how much damage did you do? Did you do no damage? That communication during a firefight is extremely important. In this section, we're going to learn about long distance reloading. I know it seems like, again, a very simple concept, but we're going to learn a lot and we're going to do a checklist here. We have actually Solara, aka Anita, here helping. She's just right atop of the tower. Go and give a quick hello.
Hello.
Hello. Now, we're going to learn first is reload timing. Reload timing is important for every single gun that you're using. Now, even the feel of the 30-30 there. Now, even if you're shooting against somebody with an SMG, the timing is very important. Now, Solara, how many bullets do you have left in that charge rifle? So now we got 2 bullets left in the charge rifle. We know that it can hold 4, depending on the mag size, increase its overall bullet count. Now, the most important thing is if they're taking shots. So go ahead and just take 2 shots and just keep blasting away. Now, only 1 more. This is a perfect time to cross. This is your ideal moment. Even if you know that they took 3 shots, this is your ideal moment to cross. Now, the beauty of this, if they do happen to reload, is that they're not going to peek while they're reloading. You are gaining the advantage because you have the ability to get the upper hand on an opponent because you have not provided them information, but you know where they have last peeked. So recap here, what you're learning is about a reload timing. Timing is very important, and I'm going to keep repeating it very much in this video. Losing track of you, meaning that you have the ability based on positioning, and you are able to work your way into a fight. Now, you're probably asking the question of how you stop pred teams and what happens if you miss your poke damage. Well, if you miss your poke damage, then that's going to mean that you're going to cross up for free and be right underneath them. Remember, if you do happen to be using a charge rifle, you have to land your shots. If you're using a long distance weapon, you have to land your shots. Because the other information that you're providing to your opponent as well is the information of what your loadout is. The reason why a lot of these teams tend to push is that if you're using a charge rifle, most likely you only have 1 close range weapon. Now, what we're going to do is wrap up here with a few more tips and we'll continue on with the video. Now, no pun intended, but coming full circle, during a firefight, it's a reminder that reload time is very important. Lower tier players always forget this. And again, I know it may seem like a dumb video, but taken with the advanced critical thinking, you're going to see how every one of these encounters could be improved. And if you feel like you're freezing, remember the checklist that we discussed in the video for both close range and long range benefits of pushing and doing damage and what you can do during a reload and how that can provide useful information for your opponents and even for you on what your opponent could be using in a firefight. Guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe in this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. I'm gonna leave that in the video. GG's.